Ryan Garcia accuses Devin Haney of being under the influence of EPO and seems to be doing everything he can to try to convince people like myself not to buy this fight or at least buy plane tickets to go see this fight because, man, he's on a whole nother level of ridiculous. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and we are going to be in the 140-pound division where Ryan Garcia makes a big accusation against Devin Haney, against Victor Conte of SNAC. That along with a lot of other things that he said. And man, if there was ever a time in boxing when somebody was hustling backwards, it's right now with Ryan Garcia in this fight he has with Devin Haney. Had a live stream this morning. Had some people that came over who was from MMA and asked a question from a guy from an MMA's perspective about boxing. And what he said really hit home to me. But Ryan Garcia is absolutely screwing this up. And it's not a good service to Devin Haney. He's actually doing Devin Haney himself a very big disservice. But before I get into it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It really does make a big difference to the channel. Thank you, Jay Mills, man. I saw you a couple times out there in the super chat, and man, don't worry about being negative, man. You put it in the super thanks in a video like this, man. I'll take a little bit of the negativity. I really appreciate you, man. And I know sometimes, man, this boxing conversation can get people frustrated, myself included. It's on a daily basis. And one example of this boxing conversation getting me frustrated is what Ryan Garcia keeps doing. So Ryan Garcia, for some reason, jumps up this morning and starts talking all kind of crazy once again. I don't know if he thinks that he is promoting the fight and keeping his name out there and keeping, the discussion out of the media. I don't know what he thinks he's doing. But what he's doing for me is making me feel like if this was not Devin Haney in this fight with him, ain't no way in the world I'm buying this fight. Because he acts like, number one, he doesn't want to fight. And then number two, he just says things that are absolutely ridiculous and unfair and gonna screw around and get him sued. So he talked about Victor Conte and how Victor Conte has Devin Haney on that EPO, right? That EPO. Now that, if you're not familiar, I don't know what the E means, the P means, or the O means, but I know this is something that ain't supposed to be in your system and helps enhance your performance, right? And it is something that is associated with Victor Conte because Victor Conte in the past had done that exact thing that Ryan is accusing him of, which is work with professional athletes to allow them to pass tests without having those enhancements detected. So he's putting that on Devin Haney. Now, Victor Conte came out and showed a picture of Ryan Garcia wearing a SNAC shirt, said, well, hey, man, if you were on SNAC, then, you have a SNAC shirt on. So I guess I was doing that for you as well, right? Here's my thing on this, man. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are on some type of enhancement and a lot of them. But it's just unfair to accuse them or put it out there if they themselves have not been caught. Now, I had a guy, Evan Tobler, who was a strength and conditioning coach for Devin Haney's last opponent, who was Regis Prograis. And when I interviewed him on the channel, I asked him about SNAC and what he thought about SNAC. And he said, look, man, SNAC is as good as you can get, is as good as you can get all the way up to the real stuff. That was what his take was. He said it was as good as you can get all the way up to the real stuff. So what does that tell you? This strength and conditioning coach, who's in the same position who works with somebody that was in the same position as Ryan Garcia is now. That's Regis Prograis, looking at Devin Haney, said, look, this SNAC stuff is very, very good. It's very effective. It's definitely going to enhance your performance, but it's not illegal. So if it's not illegal and you're within the rules, hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let the man, don't put this stuff on Devin Haney's head, because honestly, man, he doesn't deserve it unless he actually gets caught doing something. Now, there's suspect stuff about everybody in boxing, honestly. And the reason that I say that is because, people like Paulo Malignaggi, people like Tyson Fury, who did test positive for something, said, look, they think 99% of people are on something. They're doing something. To get the competitive edge for all of that money, I wouldn't doubt it. So I think it's okay to suspect anybody, but the accusations, nah, really not with that. And on top of it, if you're trying to sell a fight, why? Why, if you're trying to sell a fight? If you believe something went on after the fight, okay, say something after the fight, but not in the lead way into the fight. Not to cast a doubt on whether or not, first of all, it's already enough problems with the fact that people are wondering whether or not he's going to show up to the fight at all. Has people hesitant to buy plane tickets to New York City, to put the money down on the ticket and wind up having to see Devin Haney get in the ring with, who was the guy that is there, with Arnold Barboza or somebody like that, in a fight that they probably would not have traveled to New York City to see. So the whole thing is really funky, man. And I wish Ryan Garcia would just be quiet, get trained, get in the best shape you can to win, to get in here to fight this fight. I am sure that the odds that Ryan Garcia is losing money for people every day. He's losing money for the people selling the fight, because those ticket prices from the time they announced them got slashed in half. Only I'm paying attention to the tickets in StubHub. There's a lot of tickets available for the fight. People are speculating that the reason that there's so many tickets still available is because people don't know whether or not Ryan is going to show up. So you're affecting money that way. You also are killing the odds in the fight, because I guarantee you, the more Ryan talks, the more those odds, people trying to make money off wagering on Devin Haney, the more money that they are losing. Guarantee you, because those odds are going to get wider and wider and wider and wider. The more Devin Haney is out there running hills and sand, looking strong, looking focused, right? And then you have Ryan Garcia doing all of this stuff, which is just, walking up on borderline delusional. Now, if this seems like I have a little bit more angst in my voice for Ryan Garcia today than usually, I did. Because, man, now this dude is jumping off talking about ancient Africa and the knowledge of ancient Africans coming from false gods. And, man, if you do not shut up, please, if you do not shut up and just go punch a punching bag, Ryan, it's absolutely ridiculous at this point. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.